All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is Brother Mayam coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honor to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and its truth and sincerity. And I want to do a quick lesson going into pretty much the downfall of this devil, man. And as Yahweh Shai mentioned in Luke, I believe, chapter 10, verse 18, that he beheld Satan as lightning being cast down. Okay? And this is what we see happening on the earth right as we speak. Okay, as we breathe and live, we see the downfall of this devil, becoming, something more evident and nigh. Okay, because as the visions speak, and not lie, they've been tarrying, but now they're no longer going to tarry, man. These things will come to pass. Okay? Beginning with, or ending with the destruction of this devil and the establishment in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, that's what we're going to see happen here on the planet Earth. All right? And as we see happening, in the world, the Lord is gathering up the nations, man. He's preparing everybody to see and to witness and to be a part of the destruction of this devil. All right, because the nations have been made mad. All right, the nations are preparing themselves for war. As we read in the book of Joel, chapter 3, be your plowshares and the swords. Okay, see, the Lord is putting it in the spirit of these nations to prepare war. All right, to prepare themselves to go to battle with this place known as America. Okay, so let's just start off here in Isaiah chapter 34, and this is going to be a quick lesson, and Bubba Kashar, bear with me as I do this in transit. And I am going the wrong way. Salaki, brothers, just bear with me as I said, doing this in transit. So just trying my best to pay attention while I do this. So just bear with me here. I just gotta back up. All right. So let's start off with Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth out of it." See, so the Lord has again, brought the people together all to take notice of this man. Okay, and this is why the Lord has been assembling the nations over there in the Middle East, because this is where the nations have been seeing the filth, all right, the stink of this devil going up. Okay, and people have become aware over the years, over the decades, all right, that this devil is no good, and his track record has proven it. Okay, this is why the Lord has used through his prophets, all right, he has consumed these devils, man. He has revealed them to the world. Okay, so continuing on, it says, "For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter." You see? And the Lord is delivering these nations up to the slaughter, man. He's preparing them to be destroyed. He's preparing them for what we see happening on the very earth. Okay? The World War III. All these things are taking place on the earth because the Lord is angry with the nations, man. But he's also gathering up the nations so that they can witness Esau, Edom, whom the Lord has never mentioned showing mercy to. He's prepared that nation to be witnessed by the rest of the world being brought down. Okay, and that being the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right, continuing on, it says, "Their slain also shall be cast out." Oh, Salakia, missed my turn. Salakia, it says, "The slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Okay, just bear with me here 1 second. All right, it says, and their mountains shall be melted with their blood. All right, and this is what we're gonna see. We're gonna see these nations, these governments, be dismantled. All right, be completely covered in the blood of their, of their leaders, of their people. Okay, they're gonna be brought down to a dead state. This is what we're gonna witness here on the earth, man, because these nations are they're not gonna rule anymore over us. All right, specifically the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right, verse 4, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. This is that nuclear war that's going to take place. These are the mushroom clouds. And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, as a falling fig from the fig tree. Okay, and again, this is referencing the missiles. This is what the Lord is going to use to take these nations down, their own weapons. The smith, that is created to destroy. All right, the Lord put it in these devils' minds to create these weapons so that they ultimately would go to war with each other and use the very same weapons they created against each other, and it would be their downfall. It would be their destruction. Okay, verse 5, it says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven." That's those missiles being shot up into the atmosphere and then coming back down. It says, "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea." And Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. Idumea, however you want to pronounce it. Idumea. Okay, this is the Greek way of saying Edom. All right. It says, "For my sword," or Salakia, yeah. "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." So those missiles are going to come down upon who? Edom. Okay, the Western nations, predominantly America, because the world is against the West, predominantly America. And eventually, the allies of America, which consist of the Western nations, will turn on America itself. Read Revelation 17. Okay, specifically the 17th verse, where it says that they shall hate the whore and shoot at her and burn her with fire. What do you think that's going to be? Thermonuclear missiles. They're going to shoot at her with the arrows that turn not back, that are going to be shot off from the ends of the world. Okay, those are those missiles, man. All right. It says, "The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat." And the sword of the Lord is filled with blood, man, because it's going to be filled with the blood of the Edomites. And why is it going to be filled with specifically their blood? Because the land cannot be cleansed but by the blood of him that shed it. And America has been made filthy. The blood defileth the land, as the scriptures say. And the land cannot be cleansed. America cannot be cleansed but by the blood of him who shed this blood in the first place. Okay? So America is going to be cleansed by the blood of the very man who shed the blood to begin with. The so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Okay? So when this weapons of the Lord's indignation, his sword comes down from these skies, because see these missiles that these people have, these thermonuclear missiles, the weapons of mass destruction, all right? All these weapons are considered the weapons of the Lord. They are the sword of the Lord. So who is it going to come upon? Predominantly the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, man. And it's going to thrust them through. Okay? It says, "For the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams." See, and is naming all these things that were used to be put up on an altar. Because what would you sacrifice? You would you would spill the blood of the lamb, or the sacrifice. You would slit its throat, let the blood pour out. All right, you would take out the intestines, put those up to burn. Okay. It says, "With the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So what's the sacrifice? Where's that going to take place? In Bozrah. And where's that great slaughter going to take place? In the land of Idumea. Okay? So where's the land of the so-called white man? Out in the west, predominantly America. America is that golden cup in the Lord's hand, or has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Okay? So the Lord is going to get ready to destroy America here very soon. We see this place being prepped. We see the sacrifice being prepared, being dressed for the slaughter. Okay? We see the ceremony taking place in the heavens, you know, as the Lord is preparing his, you know, the angels and his son to return. Okay? We see the sign and the crying, the works that are taking place upon the earth for the preparation of the return of Yahushua. All these things are taking place, man. So why is it that the sacrifice would not take place? Why is it that America would not be destroyed if all these things are in place? If everything else is being put into place and is happening on the earth, why is it that America being destroyed won't happen? You see, this is why this scripture comes into play, and it's perfectly worded, because you see, you people doubt, man. Okay, you doubt the power of the Heavenly Father, man, and honestly, hey, man, that's you gonna have to take it up with the Most High, because we done told you people these things. And Ezekiel 33 and 33 says what? And when these things begin to come to pass, then shall they know that a prophet has been amongst them, and lo, they will come. So you're gonna know that there's been a prophet in the midst of thee, man. You're gonna know that these things have been spoken to you before. Okay. So Wisdom of Solomon, real quick, 12 and 17, it says, for when men will not believe that thou art of a full power. So here it is, the Lord is orchestrating all these things on the earth. He's preparing, he's sent out his men. He's preparing the stage. He's gathering the nations up, but America's not going to be destroyed. You don't think the Lord is going to come through because you don't believe, right? It says, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest. Right, man? See, you're going to show, the Lord is going to show the world that he is of a full strength, man. He's going to flex on you people. Like, people like to use that phrase nowadays. You know, that's the slang, the lingo of you whippersnappers, right? Well, the Lord is getting ready to flex on you people, man. He's gonna show you what he's working with, man. And he's gonna pull everything out the trick bag, man. He's gonna pull everything out of the arsenal. Every trick in the book, the Lord is using here in these last days, man. All right, every single trick in the book, the Lord is getting ready to use on these devils, man, to set them up. Because great is going to be the fall of you devils that have put yourselves up on high, that have set yourselves up as the Most High. You have to go. You have to be destroyed. You have to be taken out of the way. And he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And that time is quickly approaching, man. This is why the Lord is going to destroy America, man. This is why America is being divided. And you had your boy Donald Trump talking about this last night in his speech. Okay? Talking about that, we know America's divided, but we got to come together. Well, if you know it's divided, then you should know that the house divided cannot stand, as the scriptures say, as Yahushua said. You should know this. A house divided cannot stand. If Satan be divided against himself, how can a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand? So you should know that if this place is destroyed, is divided, hey, man, there's only one thing that can come of it, and that's going to be the ultimate downfall of this place, man. And there's no hiding it. There's no running from it. That's just what it is going to be. It's going to be the downfall of America, man. You can't run from it. You won't be able to escape it. And as Isaiah 19 says, you know, what does the scripture say? Right? All right. Every work thereof is going to fail in the midst of Egypt. So everything that these devils are going to try to do to correct this chaos to correct the things that are happening on the earth, the Lord is not going to allow it to happen. He's going to continue to allow the division and the crumbling apart to happen, to the point to where this place is going to be brought to the brink, and it's going to blow up. It's going to be brought, the bubble of America is going to pop, and that's just going to be it, man. All right, so let's go from there. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, and bear with me. Pull this back up, Jeremiah 49. And like I said, this is going to just be real quick, as I do this in transit. Jeremiah 49 and 1, it says, actually, let me skip down to the point. Verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts. You see, so this is concerning the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, right? It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Right, because what were the Temanites? There was a wise men of Teman. Those are the so-called Germans. Those are that's where the scientists came from, right? That created these missiles. Okay? That have great engineering minds. You look at a lot of the technology that has come out of Germany, has been, things that have become very beneficial to the world. Just look back at World War II. Everybody wants to talk about world wars. Well, let's take a look back at World War II and let's see the technology that was being used by the Germans. Okay, they were the first nations with jets, helicopters, tanks. They were the first nations to create the highway system. Okay, and all I believe it was Eisenhower who took that the idea of the interstate and implemented it here in America. Okay. So it says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Right, because all wisdom of Esau has gone out the window, man. This devil no longer has no wisdom. It's not benefiting him. He's making dumb decisions. Right? It says, is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? It says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep. Okay? You see? The Lord is saying to dwell deep, man. Dwell deep. Alright. It says, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. See, and this devil's about to be visited, man. He is being visited of the Lord. Because as it says, matter of fact, we'll come back to this, Jeremiah 49. Lock in. Bear with me. Just pull over here. Let's get this in 2nd Ezra chapter 9. Alright. Because let's see what the scriptures say. Let's get right to the point. Verse 3 says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Actually, the point that I wanted to hit is 2. Then shall thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, because the Lord has declared the end from the beginning. So the Lord is visiting this place because we see these things happening. We see the uproars of the people. We see the earthquakes in diverse places. So the Lord is clearly visiting this place. And he's visiting this devil, and he's ultimately going to visit this devil through Yahushai when he comes back to render judgment upon the earth, man, which we're close to it. Okay? It says, going back to Jeremiah 49 and verse 9 now, it says, if grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. You see? And the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. All right, and the Lord is not going to leave nothing standing, no root, no branch, no nothing in America, because this place is going to be destroyed, man. There's not going to be a few grapes left in this vineyard. There's going to be everything burnt up, everything taken out of the way, man. Everything that America stood for, its morals, its values that Trump was talking or Biden was talking about, All these things are going to be taken from this place. All right. Verse 10, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. You see, so the Lord has made this man, his secrets uncovered, man. And this is why Esau Edom is no longer able to hide behind his secrecy. Okay, because the Lord is making things clear who he's dealing with, and he's making clear who he's against. And he's against this world and the leaders of this world, which the main leaders of the world are who? The so-called white man, Esau Edom. Okay. It says, let's skip down to verse 12. It says, for thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup, the Israelites, have assuredly drunken. They've gotten judged by the hands of the Lord. They went into slavery. They were completely devoured on every side. Okay. And the dogs came to lick the wounds, the dogs being the heathen. Right. It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Right. It's talking to you, Esau. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? So here it is. The Lord's people got, they drunk of the cup of judgment. So the Lord's people served judgment. Do you think Esau, so-called white man, do you think that you're not going to be judged for the things that you've done? Come on now. If the Lord's people did, then you best believe your bottom dollar that you're going to do it. You're going to go through that. Lamentations 4 and 21 and 22. Rejoice, O daughter of Edom. Okay. Live it up, man, because that time is going to come where that cup is going to be passed out on to you, man. Verse 13, it says, for I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord. See, the Lord made a pact with himself. He made an oath with himself, right? That Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. You see? So the Lord is going to make this place completely wasted, man. Completely destroyed. All right. It says, I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to the battle. See, this is that World War III that the Lord is gathering these nations for. To what? To destroy this place, man. To destroy these heathens. Predominantly Esau Edom. Okay. It says, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And see, America, everyone hates Americans, man. Look at what Egypt is doing right now over there in the Middle East. They closed their borders up to American citizens. They don't want y'all going in their country, man. Now, there might be other nations that they're not allowing to cross that border, but they specifically came out and said they're closing their borders up for American citizens. We don't want y'all here, man. Why? Because there is a bad taste in the mouth of the people of the world because of you Americans, man. And the nations don't want nothing to do with y'all. Nothing to do with y'all. That's why y'all are casted out. That's why you're spit on. Shoes get thrown at you, at your presidents. Okay? You get booed. Okay? You get people flicking off your leaders. Alright? It says, verse 16, and this is again going into the might of America. This is speaking on America itself. It says, thy terribleness, right? The power that and the scariness of America being that bully, that hammer that goes around beating everything. And the scriptures describe it as a hammer of the earth, America. Because they go around doing what? Policing the world. So it says, thy terribleness has deceived thee. See, the strength of America going around as that bully, as the policeman of the world, has deceived them into thinking that he's really that strong. It's deceived them into thinking that he was going to remain in that position, but he's being taken out of the way. It says, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, thou that holdest the height of the hill. Right, Esau has control of the top of the mountain, man. And the top of the mountain is the best strategic position that you can have in any military conflict. You're fighting downhill. Everybody's got to fight uphill. It's harder. It's a harder battle. Everyone has to look up to see you. You just got to look down. You can strike down. It's less effort having to fight downhill than it is to fight uphill, man. An uphill battle, you're fighting fighting against the elements, man. If you look at it in the sense of going, running uphill, it's a lot harder than walking downhill. It says, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also Edom shall be a desolation, even one that goeth up, everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at the plagues thereof. Right, man. Everybody's gonna sit here and be astonished at the destruction of America. They're gonna be like, wow, look at this. How could this have happened? You know, we would have never thought that this could happen. A nation so powerful as America was brought down, and in 1 hour. Imagine that. That's what the nations are going to be saying, man. And they're going to be in terrible fear. They're going to be scared out of their damn minds. So much that they're going to be bowing down to the men of the Lord and Yahweh Shai. Okay? Bowing down in fear of what's to come if they decide to fight up against that power. Because they just seen the destruction of this place of America. Right? So, you know, that's, you know, and I could keep reading, man, but, you know, the point's been made. You know, this place is going to be destroyed, man, from coast to coast. It's not going to be no remedies. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Okay? Take balm for her. You're not going to be able to heal America, man. This place is crumbling. It's falling apart. Your leader is through. Your people are at each other's throats, and it's only a matter of time, man. You know, so with that, you know, Lord's Withers was edifying. I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and this truth and sincerity. With that, I say Shalom.